Doma Sports Talk Worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed, baby. Now, little Tyson Fury news, heavyweight champion of the world. Tyson Fury just said, you know what, man, Deontay Wilder's tougher than Anthony Joshua. You know, so don't be coming to me with Joshua. Joshua's a cuddly little bear. I put the article in the description box. You don't think Joshua's tough enough, as tough as Deontay Wilder. He thinks that Joshua, because of, getting knocked out by Andy Ruiz Jr. and then, coming the second time and running from him, basically. He don't think he's going to be tough enough to face him. Now, he's like, look, I beat the toughest guy in Deontay Wilder, and, so that's it. I'm the toughest one. Ain't nobody close, and it's only one. You know what I'm saying? And let's just do it. There's only one Tyson Fury. You remember? There's only one right now. So, that's his point, bottom line. And when it comes to Deontay Wilder, there's so much things going on. Some people even say Deontay Wilder should step aside and let Fury and Anthony Joshua fight, right? With energy, like a Tim Bradley right now. He should step aside. But, I read the article when Tim Bradley was saying that. He was just saying, he got beat bad. That was one of his points. But the other point is, because we have a pandemic right now, right? The fight probably won't generate so much, the third fight. So let him step aside and get paid handsomely, and then let them fight and then come back again and get paid again. As long as he gets he's the first one to get that fight. Afterwards, if Joshua and Fury were to fight, because then he would have to definitely be in front of Kubrat Pulev, who would also have to step aside. But I do see the logic with Tim Bradley because of the pandemic. We don't know how much that fight would generate, and if he's going to get a handsome fee by stepping aside and have a guarantee to fight again, then it might be something to think about. But bottom line is, anybody knows Deontay Wilder in the situation that went on with him and Anthony Joshua, he's not stepping aside. Plus, like I'm saying here is, well, because Joshua might mess around and beat Fury. You know what I'm saying? And then Joshua ain't fighting the Wilder anyway, even after that. You know what I'm saying? So if you're contracted to fight Fury now, take care of it now while Fury is all that and everybody thinks he's the very best heavyweight. You can't get a better scenario than that, regardless of whatever. So that Undisputed, everyone that has the energy to want to see Undisputed now, where were you? You know where you were when Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua was fighting? You were probably trying to make excuses for Joshua not to fight him, right? So your energy now is, on deaf ears. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. It's not relevant. Just ain't gonna get the Undisputed fight now because you don't really want it, right? And now you want it as soon as Deontay Wilder is not a part of it. And it's contracted that him and Tyson Fury fight a third time. And I didn't see anybody when Tyson Fury, it was contracted that after that second fight, no, after the first fight, it was a rematch. They were supposed to fight again. And what happened? Tyson Fury went and did other things. And there was no, Anthony Joshua didn't want to have Undisputed then after he beat Ruiz, right? He didn't. He could have said it then, and then that second fight wouldn't have happened with Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, right? Tyson Fury didn't do what the contract said and went and fought Otto Wallen and Tom Schwartz. Let's make sure that's clear. That was not in the contract. He just did it. And Wilder was cool, and Wilder would have did Undisputed. And Fury at that time, if they would have tried asked for Undisputed with him and Anthony Joshua, Fury was going to sue him, try to sue him, right? Even though he is the one who had a breach of contract. That's how bad this gets, right? Fury was allowed to go do something that wasn't in the contract, fight two guys that no one knew. Wilder sitting here waiting, and then fights two formidable guys, right? Two formidable guys, and Luis Ortiz and Dominic Brazil, with highlight real knockouts, and he loses to Fury now. And it's like, oh, but now you're out of the picture totally. We anxious to let these other guys fight. Basically, hell no to that, right? Hell no to that. And speaking of suing, right? When it comes to Deontay Wilder, and looking at that second fight, I'm hearing some things and from pretty good sources that the Deontay Wilder might have something, right? And like I told you, in that fight, things were very weird. And Deontay Wilder's not talking about him because it makes no sense, right? Makes no sense to talk about him. This is the same country where black lives don't matter. You know what I'm saying? They don't. People can watch black kids being shot, helplessly shot, and get mad because you're mentioning something. We should be aware of that, right? So they know. So before I go into this, you ask yourself, if you found out that there was glove tampering with Tyson Fury, or there might have been foreign objects with Tyson Fury, or bone on bone with Tyson Fury with his gloves with Deontay Wilder, would you be upset at Tyson Fury? Or would you still be saying, hey, stop crying, let him hit you with a bag of bricks? What would you be saying? And you'll probably be saying, man, let him hit him with a bag of bricks if you can get away with it. But if that did matter to you, then those are the things that could happen. If I was Deontay Wilder and I had anything, I would sue. And I would sue not only just because of Tyson Fury, because of people who don't care that if Tyson Fury cheated. If he didn't, then whatever. But if he did and you don't care, like the WBC and sanction body, them, all the organizations and stuff that's around the fight don't give a damn, right? Then that's what you sue for, to make sure it's awareness, right? Because in that, then people are gonna be like, why didn't nobody check the gloves again? What's up with this and this and that? The questions will come. So that would be very interesting if something were to come out. Let's just see what happens. I'm telling you, it's not over when it comes to Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury and those gloves, right? There's the other stuff too with Tyson Fury, but that didn't happen in that fight. The doping happened in 2015, right? And the fact that he probably bribed the guy, that happened in 2015. So that's not really so relevant in the fight. But when it comes to doping or foreign objects or whatever it is, right? I've seen fighters be doped and they still want the brother to fight him. If it was Manny Pacquiao, basically didn't want to have a dope test, what do they get mad at Floyd Mayweather for asking for one? Povetkin was doped in the fight he was supposed to have against Deontay Wilder. People were asking Deontay Wilder to fight him anyway, right? Things like that. So it's not like, hey, the dope guy or the guy that's cheating, right, is the bad guy here. It's just basically going to be the brother. Bottom line. And so that's why it just makes no sense for Deontay Wilder to talk about anything. If there's something that's going to go down, then you take it to the authorities, the proper authorities, and let them look into it and look into everybody involved. Because no matter what we're talking about, right? No matter what we're talking about or what side of the fence you're on and this and that, it is definitely worthy of investigation, right? When you have pictures right out in front of your face, it's worthy of investigation. It's worthy of people talking about it and debating about it on mainstream media, mainstream TV. It's worthy of that at least. And it's not getting the light of day. And that's why Deontay Wilder has something here. He should sue about it. But there's no details yet. There's no details yet, and it shouldn't be. Like I said before, Deontay Wilder shouldn't say anything because he's the landscape of what's going on, how people feel. They're so happy that he lost. Most people don't give a damn how. Literally, it's not like a little bit. They can find out that old boy was really cheating, and they're gonna still be tripping. You'll see. But let's see what happens. Bottom line is Tyson Fury said Deontay Wilder's tougher than Anthony Joshua. That's his opinion. And like I said, I think the opinion is coming from the fact that Tyson Fury is the one who had to fight Deontay Wilder because Anthony Joshua didn't want to. And that's coming from me, from anybody who paid attention, and definitely from Tyson Fury, because Tyson Fury's words was, I had to go and protect the honor of Britain because Anthony Joshua looked a little bit weak here. So make sure I'll be the one that's going to fight for Britain against Deontay Wilder. That's why that first fight happened. That and the fact that Deontay Wilder gave him a shot at a 50-50 split. So there's some interesting news. It's going to get more interesting in a few weeks here. You'll see what I mean. Doma Sports Talk worldwide. And I'm about to here, y'all.